workhouse by far is the worst.
That the workhouse should be condemned, it should be closed. It doesn't even show up on MapQuest.
The workhouse is really horrible.
Y'all need to close that jail down. It ain't fitting for a dog to live in there.
My name is Janese Banks, and I'm from the north side of St. Louis, area generally known as the Greaterville. How long was I in the workhouse and what led me to be there? Over a span of 11 years, I did about a total of 366 days. I caught over that 11-year time span, I caught two felonies in the city of St. Louis, 2 in the St. Louis County that still ended up getting me city time because at one point I was on city probation when I caught the 2 felonies that were supposed to be ran concurrent. So my first felony, just basically not being aware of some laws, and even though I was aware that I was breaking the law in some instance, I took a risk and it caught up with me. Things that I experienced while I was there, people dying there, people being assaulted because they maybe didn't follow procedures properly, infestation with insects, mice. The food was horrible, undercooked at times, overcooked at times, even having insects, roaches in your trays and food and having to keep those trays, and if you try to give them back, you don't eat. If you don't have commissary, then you don't eat. Then you're starving. People being bullied at times. COs doing inappropriate things for other inmates. Mass punishment for us. 1 or 2 people could do something and the whole pod was punished for it. And that's not fair. How can you punish everybody for something that one person did or 2 people did just because you don't want to take the time, which you have time in your shift to properly rec everybody and make sure that everybody is getting the time outside of themselves so they can grow and prosper. So, I mean, that's a hell of a blow to be dealt, especially when you're an adult and you're used to doing things for yourself and being independent. You know, it's very hard, and at times it can rock you to your core. What would life be like if there was no workhouse? I think that it would be a lot better because people wouldn't gauge their actions on having to worry about going there. Some people live their lives trying to make sure they don't go there, and some people learn how to do things that end up getting them there. If the workhouse is closed, the $16 million I think should be spent back by rebuilding the communities. A lot of the schools were closed down for what I deemed a lot of the wrong reasons. And when you close down schooling and parents have to make very wise decisions because education is very important in where they send their children to school. But revitalizing the communities, even gardens, stores, some stores where you can get vegetables and produce and stuff like that to maintain a healthy household. And like I said, some people aren't able to travel to obtain those things, so you can make those things easily more convenient for people to get to. I think that would make a big difference, and at times parents can have more time with their children doing other things.